Many of us are in bad situations because we need to prove a point. Growing up, I was only taught a negative side of relationships, which is when you get into a relationship, you are definitely going to have intercourse with the person. When that happens, the person might get pregnant, and once that happens, your life is fucked up. I was brought up that way, and frankly speaking, I'm not the only person that was brought up that way. Those of us that were brought up that way are relationship phobia and sex phobia. We see relationship and sex to be a very bad thing. We were raised to believe that the second that you get into those things, the second that you ruin your life. So I have a friend called Amy who got into a relationship and got pregnant. Her parents kicked her out of the house, and she moved in with a guy to build a relationship with a guy. But it turns out that the relationship that she sacrificed everything for isn't the right relationship. But she still stayed in it because she wanted to prove a point to her parent that they thinking that her decision wasn't the right decision was wrong. She was trying to prove to her parent that they were wrong. So even though the relationship was shitty and messy, she still stayed in it because she didn't want her parents' words to be true. She's not the only person that made the same mistake. I made the same mistake when I was young. When I was young, I wanted to be a very successful blogger. I told my friends told me that yo, you're not gonna be a successful blogger because you're lazy. But let's get it straight. Somebody sharing their view from their perspective isn't hating. But when they did that to me, I thought they were hating on me because you know how we are when we're young. Hey, you hating, all sort of stuff. So, but we always get it twisted. We think that somebody sharing their view on the issue is like they're hating on us, or they disagreeing with us is like they're hating on us. Get it straight. Somebody sharing their view or somebody disagreeing with you on something doesn't mean that the person hates you or something like that. So when I got into blogging 3 months later, I wanted to quit, but I still stayed in it because I didn't want their words they said about me to be true. I wanted to prove to them that they were wrong by thinking that me deciding to be a blogger wasn't the right thing for me. It was wrong. You get what I'm trying to say? So I still stayed in it, but 6 months later, guess who quitted? I quitted, and yo, they were. It turns out they were right. I was actually a lazy blogger. So many of us are in bad situations because we need to prove a point. We behaving like we perfect. You a human being. As far as you are a human being, you can decide to do something, and that thing that you decide to do will turn out to be a very, very, very bad thing. But in the end, you're gonna learn a lesson. You're gonna learn a lesson. So in the end, you didn't lose. You won. It's a win-win thing. Either you learn a lesson. Each road in life is very important. Either you learn a lesson or you win. So either way, you didn't lose. But the thing is, staying in it because you just don't want the words of your friends or the words of your mother or someone else to be true is rather it's rather harmful because you're rather harming your soul. You're rather harming yourself as an individual. You're rather destroying yourself. You are not the one going through the pain. They are not the ones going through the pain. You are the one rather going through the pain. So instead of you staying in it to prove a point, get out, admit you made a mistake, and just step back. Within every shitty situation, you have two alternatives. Either you step back and look for other alternative around the whole situation, or you just move on, or you just get out of the situation, just move on with your life. Either way, either way works, but don't just stay in it to prove a point. Thank you. If you love the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.